Welcome back to Checkpoint. I'm TT Shinkan.
And I'm Jeremy Rogers.
Everything the mouse touches becomes a live-action remake.
Well, what about those couple of movies over there?
Well, unless you're a less popular Disney film like Treasure Planet or Atlantis, then you're not gonna get a live-action remake because they're not classics. Anyway, you've probably already heard by now that everyone's favorite Hamlet for Kids movie is getting a live-action remake. But just in case you've been living under a rock for the past few years, hello, Disney is making a live-action Lion King.
More like living under a pride rock.
Read the next sentence.
All right, the first trailer for the remake was released on Wednesday, and to be honest, it looks pretty cool.
It does.
Not to mention visually stunning.
Oh yeah.
The film is directed by Jon Favreau, and he's taken a few creative liberties with this version of the film, the most obvious being the character designs, and the most notable of those being Scar.
In the original cartoon, Scar has a black mane, greenish eyes that scream evil, and even a goatee because he's evil. In the live-action version, we can see that those traits are gone, but this version looks just as villainous. He still sports a scar, of course, but he looks malnourished. His mane isn't fluffy like his brother's, and his right ear has a chip in it. He still looks like the classic villain we all know and hate, though.
More like know and love, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Aside from Scar looking a tad different, we're greeted with a few other familiar sights and sounds. The first being the iconic voice of the legendary James Earl Jones, who will once again be reprising his role as the mighty Mufasa.
Until he dies.
No, not again. I'm not ready. We also see the infamous stampeding wildebeest scene, which leads to Mufasa's death and Simba running off. Lastly, we're greeted with a clip of the scene where Simba slowly grows up with Timon and Pumbaa while the trio sing Hakuna Matata.
I'm excited to hear that song.
Me too.
With all remakes, we see both positive and negative reactions from audience members. Most are either comparing the growing up scene to the original or just memes of older Simba looking at older Nala and screaming, "Beyonce!" since she'll be playing the latter. But what do you guys think? Do you like these live-action remakes? Should Disney just stop with these and focus more on creating new original movies? Are you scared to see what Stitch looks like in the new Lilo and Stitch remake? Let us know in the comments down below. For all your entertainment, tech, and pop culture news, be sure to subscribe to Byte BSU to stay up to date with us on Checkpoint.
If I could have any person's voice instead of my own, I would want James Earl Jones's. More like living under a pride rock. More like living under a pride rock. More like living under a pride rock.
I want to die.
Oh yeah, relatable.
Like Mufasa.